Hello new friends and old friends. I've created this channel to separate my abstract work from my more traditional watercolours and acrylic abstracts, oil knife paintings. I'm getting more into abstract these days and I'm really enjoying just slopping the paint around and hoping I create something that somebody likes. And I know this type of painting isn't universally popular. It's where we all start with the traditional stuff, usually with watercolours, but after a lifetime of painting landscapes, for better or for worse, I find myself more attracted to the limitless possibilities of abstract painting. I paint on a small scale mainly because of space restrictions. I've got so many YouTube demos behind me that I'm running out of space, so I'm having to paint it on a smaller scale, whereas traditionally it seems that the larger the better. But anyway, I hope you like what I'm going to do for my first demonstration on this channel. Here's my palette. I sometimes use a stay wet palette, but I was always using a stay wet palette for acrylics. But I've gone onto this greaseproof oven-ready paper, oven-type paper, and I've just got three primaries: lemon yellow, red, cabin red, ultramarine, and black, and some whites, of course. Now I'm going to. This is just how I start. So get a brush and just grab some paint and just flop it about a bit. You can use a bit of water. This is acrylic, cheap acrylic, so no great expense here. So just a bit of orange. This doesn't end up looking anything like what I'm doing here. I might add Viridian, because Viridian, that's a bit messy. So, but Viridian and lemon yellow make a wonderful partnership, a beautiful, vibrant greens. Right, let's just squirt some out. I'm going to rush this because I want to get cracking and get it uploaded as my first one. I'll just clean my brush again. And I'm going to use sponges too. I'm going to get a big sponge, I think, from an art shop. A proper sponge from the seabed, that type of sponge. I've got a lump here, which I use for the acrylics, the acrylic landscapes. A great sponger is, or used to be, Terry Harrison. When he used to do his demonstrations, wonderful. I saw him 3 times at the art group I belong to. I'm going to have a cup of tea. Right, let's go back to that, the green, bit of white. See, look at that, that's a gorgeous colour. We don't have to try to make anything, just go at it, don't think about it, and just enjoy the process of putting paint on to start with. The whole point of abstract expressionism is not to think, is to try to get in the zone. I don't want to be so pretentious as to say the spiritual zone, but we're painting from our unconscious. I'm not thinking about this, I'm just going to ladle colours on and hope for the best. So it's just flying in the lap of the gods. So let's get some oranges in there. I love black, so let's add a bit of black in, a bit of white as well. This will all be covered up. This is just the preliminary laying in of paint, just flopping it about wherever it goes. This is a piece of Fabriano watercolour paper. It's 15 inches by 11. It's a bit small. I'm going to get a YouTube payment this week, so I'm going to buy some half imperial I do like this Fabriano. It's lovely for watercolours wet in wet. I'm not going to stop doing watercolours, but I want this dedicated to abstracts rather than people being disappointed because I put an abstract on when they're expecting a watercolour, because that's how I built the channel. So this is all new. And if you, when you go on to it, I shall link it if I want to find it out, to my main channel and to Facebook, because all my work I publish on my YouTube, on my Facebook page. Right, okay, now we want to start to brighten up now. So I was using a sponge, or a bit of sponge. Go there, right. Look, I've just given it a bit of a wet. Don't really want it wet, but it's been lying dormant for quite a time. So let's just dip it in the paint and start just daubing about. You can paint quite a lot with a sponge. Doesn't matter if your friends and neighbours don't like what you're doing. It's your paint. You apply it how you like. You can paint with it or you can drag it. But the whole point of this is to get a web of colour going. Remember, complementary colours. Nice. You could do it left-handed or alternate hand. Being acrylic, it will dry quite quickly, which is lovely. These paints are mostly, well, yeah, they are, apart from the white, which is an artist quality. These are all Wilco's own, cheap, 200 ml tubes, big tubes, for £2. Oh, it's all just a sort of a 1960s happening, isn't it? It's just and you can keep dubbing away until you've got something that you're pleased with. Let's get some nice lights up here. A web of colour. I know this all takes a little time, not like getting stuck into a more traditional watercolour, but it doesn't matter how long it takes. It's having fun with it. I love listening to Sky, not Sky News, Sky, I can't remember the surname for the moment, on abstract, Sky Taylor, I think, on his lovely abstract channel. He tends to talk more than actual demonstrate with the paint. Right, let's just leave that alone for a minute now. That's getting quite interesting now. I need to pull out some more paint. Some more yellow. I've got some orange here, but I've got loads of. I overbought the red over the months, and I've got 3 tubes of the red. But used like this, I'm not cleaning the sponge. I'm going to get some lovely greens in a minute. Just break up. That's a little bit too dark on that side, but it doesn't matter, because I might turn it round. Sometimes they look better the other way. You just don't know. They can be very, very decorative. That's better. Let's get some lights in there. Oh, nice, lovely and thick. It's a web of colour. Enjoy the colour. We haven't used any blue yet. Right, let's put that sponge in the water and try another sponge. Let's have a bit of black and a lump of blue black. More blue. tomorrow I can do a couple of watercolours to balance all this, to keep everybody happy above me, or me. I'm going to put some greens in here in a minute. Right. So yellow and viridian. You've got to remember your complementary colours, secondary colour. This isn't a painting in the traditional way, but it still vibrates if you remember your complementaries. Red against green. The colour with the old colour wheel. I haven't got one. I've never made one. I just remember certain bits of it. Okay, right, let's get a bit of white in there. Just brighten up bits of. You can do linear sort of lines with the edge of the sponge. Just depends on how you've got it configured. Let's get a bit more blue. Kaleidoscope. Okay. Right, let's put that in the water and get a knife. Right. It's my favourite knife. We can just do some dribbly stuff like that. Put a bit black. Just no, maybe not. The white's okay. I think the black's a bit too heavy. Could use a rigger. Whatever marks you want to put on these things. This is just me having a bit of fun. But there's just absolutely no limit to this. You're not copying a tree. Oh, we must get it right. The tree. Oh, my tree doesn't look like the tree I'm copying. Getting away from copying. I don't copy with my landscapes mostly. I use photographs or my own paintings as a guide only, so that I can improvise, because that way you're producing original art, even if it's not very good. But this is original, but it's my original rubbish. You won't do anything like it. It'll be your version of it. But for a start, just to start off with, as me first on my new channel, I would like a nice bright piece. Just get the black out of that one. My studio is a loft conversion. It's very nice to have. It's also got a shower room with a toilet and a sink, so I've always got access to water. And it's also the ironing room. And behind this I've got a bookcase with a lot of my old art books that I bought over the years. Now I like that blue and the black. See if we can just create a sort of a darkish centre with the colours radiating out from it. The darker colours. I can't really do much more with this. Let's put that lovely dark viridian in here. Put that on there. Okay, now it doesn't say anything that I know of, and me talking to you as well, there's even less thought or lack of thought in it. but you can overdo it, as I'm about to do now. But I'm quite happy with that. It's quite a jolly painting. Could be autumn leaves, could be anything. Kaleidoscope is a sort of a decent description. Might be more difficult to spell than to paint, but there we are. I've got to clear up. Okay, my fingers up. You can wear gloves if you wish. My hands get very dry with all this water. Right, I want a good splurge of red, I think. Use up my lovely cabin red. I'm not abandoning the brush, it's just that I'm just excited with the possibilities of using sponges. Right, I reckon a little bit of black here and there. Up there. Right, that will do. Okay, now you can see, if I zoom in, I'll just get this close up. I'm not going to put it in a mount. Oh, well, yes, I will. I have to come out of that. Let's just put a bit of tape on the top to hold it in place. And if this is ever to see the light of day in a gallery or wanted to frame it, it would have to be framed behind glass probably, or you can varnish it with PVA glue. Yeah, okay, well that'll do. Let's just pin that to the wall with the old clips. Worst thing is the thing slides down. So there we are, we've got another very simple introduction to abstract. If you haven't tried it before, it's a lot of fun, believe you me. There's no limit to what you can do. The shapes are endless, the lack of shapes, the blue square on a white background just floating, the Mark Rothko's, the drip paintings by the fantastic Jackson Pollock. The more I see of his work, the more I love it. Howard Hodgkin. There are so many, and there's so much on YouTube to educate you, and me of course. I'm learning all about this, and I'm getting excited about it. It sets me free from having to perform a landscape when I've done all the views that I want to do. I don't do great vistas or loads of pretty villages. That's not what I do. I try to create an atmosphere with the landscapes in particular, the peaceful, calm quality of a landscape. These are far more vibrant and active, but nevertheless, it's a lot of fun. It's your paint. You do what you like with your paint. I'm just sharing it with you. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Bye for now.